I think I'm gonna do like bonnet chronicles on my YouTube channel. But real quickly, so yesterday, what was it? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday, 9/27/2018. I had a follower send me a DM, and there was a video of La Señorita Gina Rodriguez um, basically cutting off a man interviewing. I think I'm gonna put his name here because he has some good content. Um, where he was interviewing both Gina and Yara, and so he was telling Yara, I feel comfortable saying her name in Spanish, I don't know why, but he was telling her how basically how does it feel to be so young and basically be empowering a lot of black women. And so viene la lindita de Gina y dice que women and women. I have to post that video so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
You are just goals for so many young black women who just look
for
up
more,
to
so many
you.
women.
So many women. Yeah, for women too, but for black women, we need people on a whole nother level. How does that feel for you to be so young and just be like a role model for so many people?
I mean, it overarchingly just kind of surreal, but I have to appreciate the fact that the support comes from me just being me, and so luckily I don't have to like promote some sort of facade to gain that support. But also I feel like it's been amazing because I get to be a part of such an incredible and thoughtful and brilliant community, and so it's very easy to just be constantly motivated and inspired because you look next to you in any which direction, and there are people that are like continuing to work in another industry in another area of your life.
I was like, y'all still like Gina? Have y'all not caught on that she's low-key anti-black yet? Like, anything that has to do with centering black people, como que le molesta a ella. Le hace algo y ella tiene que hacerlo in all lives matter type of situation. Y eso me molesta a mí. Like, it's literally been a whole year since I peeped it. And I'm like, why are y'all still not peeping how she's low-key anti-black? And I don't care. I don't want nobody under this comment talking about, oh, she's Afro-Latina. No, because that was the first, like, squint moment for me for her. And don't get me wrong, I used to love Gina. Like, my friend put me on to Jane the Virgin, and I was, like, hooked. But I started peeping how Gina was moving. I was just like, I can't even watch Jane the Virgin the same anymore. Like, I tried watching, I just can't look at it. I can't look at it the same. And like the first situation for me was I had tweeted out because someone explained to me how she's Afro-Latina, because I just don't see it. Because to me, being Afro-Latina is to be visibly black. You know, yeah, have the African ancestry, but to also be visibly black. Because or else it's like you're low-key taking up space in a narrative that you really can't, like, you can have a black parent and see how they were raised or how life was because you grew up around black people, whatever the case is, but the way you navigate the world will not be like a black person. Gina, well, she's, you know, Dique, Afro-Latina, will not navigate the world, obviously, the way I do, because, hello, I'm visibly black. Anywhere I go, I'll be visibly black. And Shorty's not visibly black to me. Apparently, she's Afro-Latina from her father's side. And quite frankly, I Googled what her father looks like, and I don't see a black man. I don't. I'm not about to sit here and act like I do, because I don't. Period. So, if she's claiming to be Afro-Latina so she can try to cover up her low-key anti-black ways, she ain't fooling this child. She ain't. Pero, like I was saying, and so, yeah. And then she had last year, literally, because it was around Hispanic Heritage Month, whatever the heck you want to call it, Latino Heritage Month, and Latinx Heritage Month, and she had, like, some kind of brunch, and it was, like, a whole bunch of Latinas, and it was called, like, Latina Power. It was a caption in it, and I was like, wait, shorty, ain't you Afro-Latina? The least you would think is that you would have people that are Afro-Latina in your brunch. Don't get me wrong, I know somebody's gonna say, oh, she had Rosario Dawson. Yes, she did, but Rosario Dawson is very light-skinned. low-key, Rosario blended in with everyone in that picture. I might find that picture and add it in here too, just so y'all can see I'm not pulling stuff out my trasero. But I was like, really? You couldn't have invited Amara La Negra, Juju? Like, those are just the top two that pop up in my head because they're visibly black women. Like, they're dark skinned. You know what I'm saying? They're darker than me. Whenever I want to see Afro Latina, like, women on the media, I would love for them to be darker than me. Like, I really would. I'm pretty, like, I'm not light skinned, but I'm not dark skinned neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty brown skinned in a sense. Like, I'm in the middle of the hues. But she had the audacity to say, like, her excuse was just BS. I didn't believe any of it, period. And then I literally had a whole thread on it. I was like, and then you'll have these pins that said chingona, and it's like, you're Puerto Rican. What are you doing saying, like, that's a Mexican word? It's really Mexican centric. I understand a lot of Latinos say it, but it's literally Mexican centric. I was just confused. I was thrown off. And so, I don't know, one day, I don't even know how I ended up finding out this, but one day I went to click on her profile and I was blocked. So I've been blocked by Gina Rodriguez, maybe, I don't know how long, but I'm blocked by her on Twitter. And obviously it's because everything I was saying it triggered her, because it's true. And then there was other things that had me like, oh, yeah, you're moving really funny for me and I can't mess with it, and you're low-key anti-black and I'm not about to support you. Was Girls Trip, which I still haven't watched. But if you know, Girls Trip was all black women cast. And she was like, oh, Girls Trip is amazing. I wish we could have a Latina version of it. Why you gotta make a Latina version of black stuff? Why can't you come up with your own stuff? There's probably gonna be some non-black Latino on the bottom of this looking like, that's not, first of all, cállate el pico, porque tú no eres negra y tú no vas a saber cómo es lo que yo estoy sintiendo y qué es lo que yo estoy pensando y nada de eso. Así que mira el video y te va o no comenta y nada. That was the first one. Then she said something about having a Latinx Black Panther. Why are you always you're a vulture. Like, you're a vulture. I just poked my eye. But you're a vulture. Why are you biting off of black people? And if you're supposedly dique Afro-Latina, you shouldn't have any problem with black versions of anything. Like, you shouldn't. I am black first and then Latina. If you're Afro-Latina, you shouldn't have any problem with black people getting what they're getting as far as representation. And if you want Latinx representation, make your own. That's what's wrong with a lot of non-black Latinx. Now I'm just going to say it. You tend to bite off of what is Latino. I mean, what is black. Like, you tend to take something that you saw that was black, and then you make it in, oh, I'm going to switch it. I'm going to just tweak it and put it in Spanish, and it's not the same thing. You can't come up with your own stuff. Personally, I'm not a fan of making stuff like that's similar to something already. I don't know if that makes sense. But like how it started off as Black Lives Matter, and then it's like, you know, all these kinds of lives matter type stuff. Why can't you come up with your own thing? But that's my little rant on Gina. And I'm glad a lot of people are like low-key bothered by that video or whatever. And I'm like, it's taking y'all this long? Because I've been peeped as she moves. There's probably other like situations, but she just is just no man for me. No turkey ham, no none of that, no support, no none of that. Like, I really used to love Gina, like loved her. And then once I started peeping stuff, I was just like, esto huele. Smell mad funny. And I'm not about to support that. If you're always quick to cut off black women and take black women's spotlight, just so that in the name of your representation and your whatever, I have a problem with that. Because there's enough spotlights for everyone, period. There is. Make your own. You don't have to bite off of somebody else's to have your spotlight. Like, no. And it's okay to, I don't know, like, I don't see the issue with just saying, yeah, black women are, they did that. Girls Trip was amazing. It was great. And keep pushing. Not, oh, we should have a Latina version. First of all, Gina, mi amor, you look like the average stereotypical Latina. So I don't see why you do this, mama. I don't. Like, if you want to push for Latinx versions of anything, maybe add more Afro-Latinos into whatever representation you're trying to have, because there's still barely any black Latinx in anything that you be participating in. So maybe push the representation you really want to focus on those that don't get roles, those who are forced to pick a side. Okay, do you identify more as being black, or do you identify more as being Latina? No, there's people that identify as both. If you want to push representation, you do that and leave black women alone. Even though technically black Latinas are black women, but you're the only one that's really bothered by these things, Nena. Like, hi Gina. But that's my rant. That's my bonnet chronicle. I might make some of these later on, like, often, because I be having a lot of rants, but I don't want people to like look at me as a bitter black woman, because at the end of the day, that's what people are gonna think about me. But I try to avoid it. Anyways, ciao mi gente.